All right. Thunder Sunday on-road. On the carpet. Do appreciate everybody coming out to Thunder RC this Sunday afternoon. And not Sunday night. Sorry, I went there. Probably. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at that. What? 1 minute. Ain't gonna make it in a minute. Oh. I heard it. We race in 2 weeks. Since I didn't want to be the reason of any, relationship breakups for the guys that do have girls. Not what? Valentine's Day? I didn't race on Valentine's Day. No. You're not gonna get it? Aw. Hey, that means you got a Marshall then. Insult to injury. Aye. GT makes its return to Thunder RC in a big way. Hope it stays. Uh-oh. Did you hit something too? No, we're not doing Le Mans starts there, Dakota. Did you find it? Or you found something else? You need a minute? Oh, the battery fell out. You pulled a James Horner there. Aye, like I said, appreciate everybody coming out. Again, we race in 2 weeks, and then we race for 2 weeks after that. And then we're off like the first weekend of March for the Roar Nats that are up in St. Louis. Several of us will be going to it. Please get online and heckle us at will. All right, term marshals are going to be Eric, Justin, Scott, Jackie, and Steve. Eric, Justin, Scott, Jackie, and Steve. Uh-oh, Cliff's getting a turbo put in. You re-peaking that battery to 9 volts? That just means Cliff gets to hit the wall harder, right? Okay. Yeah, for the oval, yeah. That the new vacuum will do that. Well, that's we can figure out how to make it that small, the track that small. Just wider? Okay, I'm fine if we do wider. I know it's tight. But you got to remember, his track is 12 foot narrower than mine. It won't work because you're on the driver's stand. You won't have that same feel. We can do that. Yes, yes. We'll figure something out. As long as you don't use the pipe from the oval, we'll be good. Okay. Hi, Carl on the point. Move Carl up a little bit. Tape behind you. The tape on the wall. No, move him up. There you go. All right, then Wes, then Cliff, Dakota, and then Brad. Where's Brad? Brad in the silver. And Sean in the white, which is Patrick. Hi, this is GT for all the GT marbles. Drivers on the tone, less than 5. Oh, trouble coming into the infield. Cliff gets pushed back to the back of the pack. Up at the front, the battle. Eddie, Carl. Carl, fastest car on the track. Eddie in tow. Oh, trouble for the Skyline. Gets it cleaned out. Carl down the straightaway in the orange. Eddie in the white, black, and yellow. Sean, Patrick up to third from the back of the pack. See if he can hold on to that. Worked his way through that first lap really well. But it is a long 6-minute race. Oop, watch sweeper, watch sweeper, watch the sweeper. Dead car in the sweeper. Whew.
5 minutes left.
So Carl trying to stretch it out on Eddie as Eddie comes around 2.2 back. Carl going 12.7. Laying it down. Eddie's still holding on to second though. Goes out wide in the sweeper. Closest battle now. Cliff starting to close in on Patrick. Patrick's in the white, Cliff in the orange and purple. I think that's orange. Oh, trouble for the Skyline upside down. That is Wes. He's in 5th right now. Oh no, Brad gets by Wes. So Brad in the silver Camaro down the straightaway. Wes in the green Skyline. Fighting it out for that 5th and 6th place as Dakota off the track. And Steve broke it on the warm-up, pulled a Sabaka. But it is Carl now out to a 5.5-second lead. He is in cruise mode, laying it down. He's on a 28.613, almost a lap ahead of his best run. Trouble for Patrick. Gonna let Cliff close in on him. 3rd and 4th, the white and orange. Carl drives into, oh, body tuck for Carl, but it cleans itself out. As Carl works his way between 3rd and 4th place right now. Eddie coming up behind Wes. Wes gets out of the way. Brad falls back to 6th. Oh, traction roll for Patrick. Gonna let Cliff close in on him. So through the troubles, the white and the orange and purple down the straightaway. The battle for 3rd and 4th. Watch the sweeper. Oh, the leader backwards in the sweeper. Gonna let Eddie close back in on him. Eddie was 6 seconds back at the gap. But the battle right now, 3rd and 4th, right in front of the leader. And the leader coming through, trying to work. Oh! Watch the sweeper go low in the sweeper, low in the sweeper, low in the sweeper, low in the sweeper. Go wide in the sweeper. It's broke. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Oh, no. Patrick with a hard hit into the wall breaks the Cadillac. Oh, the Skyline upside down now. As Cliff moves into 5th, Brad in 4th, West in 3rd. Eddie still 3.6 behind now. Has closed in on Carl as Carl has fallen off that 28 lapper down to a 27. But he's going to dig back if he can quit hitting the pipe. Oh, Carl got a little bit of body drag now. See if that hurts him. I know that feeling. I had it in the second qualifier. The car is not consistent with that. Gonna let Eddie close in on him possibly. Carl goes 13.8. Eddie down the straightaway. 13.4, takes off 4/10 on that lap. Does Carl have enough time to hold on to that lead? Eddie digging. Nice tight lines for Eddie now. As Carl in that blue and silver, or orange and silver Camaro, Eddie in the white, yellow, and black Mustang. Eddie pulls off another 2/10 on that lap. Another 10th on that lap. Don't know if he has enough time to close in on Carl. The battle right now, West and Cliff fighting it out.
1 minute left.
The Skyline and the orange and purple, the green Skyline and the orange and purple fighting it for 3rd and 4th right now, past pit lane. That is a battle between West and Cliff. Cliff up in that 3rd spot. West in 4th as they go through the diagonal, through 2nd Avenue. Oh, West tries to go inside. They got the leader coming up behind him. Oh, West taps, ends upside down. Cliff gets a breather, lets the leader by. Oh, West traction rolls, comes into the infield as the leader comes up on Brad with 20 seconds to go. Carl has actually stretched it out back to a 6-second lead as Eddie having a hard lap there. The Skyline taking it to the wall. Gonna let Cliff hold on to that 3rd with 8 seconds to go. Everybody stretched out just a little bit for the final 5 cars that are running.
Car 3 is done.
Wes, you're
Car
done.
2 is done. Car
Brad,
7
you're
is
done. Eddie, you're done. Carl, you're done. Waiting
Car
on
1 is
Cliff. And that's a race.
Car 4
Everybody's
is done.
done. Carl takes the GT main with a 27.608. Eddie brings it home in 2nd. Cliff bringing it home in 3rd. West in 4th. Brad in 5th. Sean Patrick in 6th. Dakota in 7th. And Steve in 8th. All right, B main. TC up next. All right, drivers from the last race, back out to Marshall. Drivers from the last race, please come back out on Marshall. Wheel-to-wheel racing out there. All right, Brad's out there watching pit lane. Looking for the drivers from the last race. Daryl, your BQ. Where's the Mickey Mouse ears? Tim's got them? Okay. I think this is a 5-car race. Just waiting on Carl, who just got done racing. We'll give him a second here. Woo, easy. Reverse. Not supposed to use reverse in a race. All right, waiting on, everybody's checked in. Everybody is checked in. Line them up. Line them up. Daryl, Brad, Carl, Billy, James. Billy James? Daryl, on the point. Your BQ. Second one back, Daryl. There you go. Well, you gonna start backwards? Up a little bit more, Daryl. More. Perfect. Up, Brad. A little bit more, Brad. Perfect. Carl, bring her up a little bit. Yep, right there. Billy. Bring her up there, Billy. Billy, wake up. Don't pull a mat. And James. All right, we are good to go. All right, drivers. This is the B main for all the B marbles. No bumps. On the tone, less than 5. Woo! Back of the pack jumps. Then hits the brakes. But up at the front, Darrell goes out wide. Brad tries to go inside. He tightens it up, comes through the troubles onto the straightaway. Darrell yanks the trigger. Brad puts it up on 2 wheels. A little tippy there for second place. Oh, Billy taps, lets James around. So Billy in that red and green, James in the pink and black. But up at the front, it is all Darrell's ride. The battle right now for second and third between Brad and Carl. Brad in that, oh, Brad puts it up on 2 wheels. Marshall, quick, mate. Brad rolls it up on 2 wheels, falls to 4th place behind James. Carl bouncing off the pipes backwards. Darrell puts it up on 2 wheels after bouncing off the pipe. I think it was a reverse traction roll for Darrell. Whoa, crazy flip twist for James there. Bumps him all the way back to the back of the pack. Brad gonna have to chase down Carl. Carl in that orange and silver down the straightaway in second. The leader coming up behind James. Everybody stretched out just a little bit. Oh, James, another traction roll. Gonna have to take some camber out of that maybe. Got second place around James. So Carl in that second down the straightaway now, 5.2 behind Darrell. Lost a half a second on that lap alone. Darrell in the all orange down the straightaway. Billy in that 4th, James in 5th. Carl, the big mover and shaker right now, moving up from that 4th qualifying spot to 2nd.
4 minutes left.
Darrell goes 11-8. He's thinking, where was that in qualifying? Oh, trouble for Brad. Gonna let Billy close in on him. So Brad in that pink and yellow, Billy in the red and green. They're about 1.3 seconds apart from each other for that 3rd and 4th position. Darrell 12 flat. Carl 13 flat. So Darrell now taking another second ahead there. 6.7 seconds is the gap. Stay with him, James. There you go.
3 minutes left.
James getting the hang of this on-road stuff. Brad now stretching it out on Billy. Now 4 seconds out on him, but 9 seconds behind Carl. Closest battle right now. Billy about 5 seconds behind Brad, but it's going to take a hard hit from Brad here. But Brad's been running clean this last couple laps. Everybody's starting to stretch out just a little bit. The leader coming up behind Billy. Billy gets out of the way. Darrell around. I'd like to point out Darrell on a 36.09. Well, he was. Let's see if he holds on to that 30 lapper.
Two minutes left.
Darrell, 36.11. Watch it in the diagonal. Easy in the diagonal. Easy in the diagonal. Easy in the diagonal. Easy in the diagonal. Clear. Darrell, 36.11. That would actually put him third fastest qualifier in the A main, if he can hold on to it. Had a little bit of trouble in the first two qualifiers breaking. Looks like Brad putting a lap on Billy. Now Brad about 6 seconds behind Carl as Carl works his way down the straightaway. Brad through the pit lane. Brad in that pink and yellow. Carl in the orange and silver. Body tuck. Oh, I think I might have broke it. Something. Yep. Link fell off. Darrell with that 11.8 fast lap. Looks like Carl with the 12.1. Brad with a 12.3 fast lap. Billy with a 13 flat. And James with a 13.2 fast lap. Darrell works his way through the sweeper into the infield. Brad now 4.9 behind Carl. And starting to close on Carl. Carl in that orange and silver. Brad in the pink and yellow. 4.8 is the gap, but time has expired. Time has expired. When you hit the line, you're done. Bill, you're done. Carl, you're done.
Car 6
James, you're done. Brad, you're done. And Darrell taking the B main win with a 36.12.2. Betters his best run by 0.2. Carl brings it home second. Brad in third. Billy fourth. James fifth. And Tim Moore went home. Hey, Eddie. What you doing? What you doing? Just hit the button.
Hey, Carl. Eric, Justin, Robert.
Okay, run in order. Eric, Justin, Robert, Scott, Jackie, and Steve. Steve. A little bit more, Justin, about another 6 inches. Yeah. All right. Steve, you can come up a little bit more unless you want that extra running start. Okay. Looks like the field is good. Driver's ready. Marshal's ready. Should be at the sound of the tone. EA is off and away. Justin's right in tow. Hang on, Scott. Hang on. Oh! First lap down. Eric turns in a 12:20. Oh, the back of the pack is brutal. Hang on, Steve. No, Snowbirds was actually even worse. We had people going off in the first corner, first lap. Back to Thunder RC. Got Eric up front with 11.2 fast laps. Scott sitting in second place right now with a 12.1. Oh, he just turned an 11.9. Robert sitting in third with 11.8. Jackie sitting in fourth with an 11.7. Justin, 11.8 in
5
fifth.
minutes left.
Lady said 5 in case you didn't get it. Steve, you got a 13.0 fast lap. Eric sitting on a 32 lap, 6 flat pace. Scott, you're sitting at a 30. Justin's going up on 2 wheels and beating and banging. Poor Jackie. Oh, that sounds familiar. Leader coming up right behind Steve. Justin's getting bad luck still. Last lap, Eric went by at an 11.43.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes left. Oh, come on, Robert, go ahead and hack him. Scott can't hang up that long. And while Robert and Scott are sitting there playing, EA is slowly picking away at him. It's within 3/4 of a straight. Hell, looks like the closest rate is Scott and Robert right now. They're sitting there second, third. Robert is 0.6 back from Scott. Somebody's screeching the tires, Robert.
3 minutes left.
Oh, Steve. I only seen you do that stuff in off-road. I ain't seen you do it in on-road before. Did you put your body clips on? Justin, if you hang, man, you can maybe take over third, or actually second from Scott and Robert. EA is sitting on an average lap of 11:39. Fast lap of 11:20. That was lap 6. The rest of you guys, you're hanging. Fodder. Just fodder. Yeah, yeah.
Two minutes left.
I don't know how you guys made the A running 12-second laps like us B-mainer guys. All right, Eric is still up at up in the lead. He is still on a 32-lap pace. That last little tap didn't kill him too bad.
One minute left.
Eric still sitting in a number 1 spot with 32.610. Robert sitting number 2 with a 29.6 flat. Scott sitting 3rd with a 29.605. He is 4.4 back from Robert. Justin, you're sitting 1.6 back behind Scott. Ow, I'm hearing carnage. We are 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Eric, you are done.
Car 4 is
Robert,
done.
that got you. Scott,
Car 2 is done.
Justin,
Car 6 is done.
Steve is done. That's a race.